Well, here we go. Hello, everybody. My name's Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from the XTC on GSP, and I'm joined by my friend Cristobal.
Hello, Dion. Thank you so much for inviting me. Excited to watch this awesome match between these two players from Chile and Malta.
Awesome. So make sure, Cristobal is from the Sith Squad. Make sure to check out twitch.tv/Sith Squad to get more X-Wing action in your life, because you know you need it, because that's why you're here. Well, Cristobal, I'm going to open up the Choose Your Champion bets. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, put it in the comments down below. Right now is your chance. Let us know. Let's go ahead and break down those lists.
Sure. So on the right side, we have Victor from Chile, my own team, so don't expect me to be completely unbiased, guys. I just can't do it. He's flying the 4 Jedi. He has 3 of the Jedi Knight V, which gives him an additional die on attack, 1 less die on defense, but more shield, so makes them more tanky, more beefy. They have the reposition ability with their fine-tuned controls, and then you have Luminara with the calibrated laser targeting and the chopper, which is a very interesting upgrade. Once it flips over, it jumps a ship every turn at range 1. So that can be a very powerful ability, but one that can also guide you if you don't use it properly. Then on the left side, we have Gregory from Malta flying a very powerful Imperial squad. This is 5 CNR specialists, the TIE aggressors, Initiative 2, 4 hull, 1 shield, with that dorsal turret to give them that extra arc, that wide coverage. And then Captain Ferof on the TIE Reaper. He is a monster because he just takes a lot of damage because of his ability, which is that if you get attacked and the opponent doesn't have a focus, you can change any of your defense results to an evade result. And he is carrying the Ruthless, and the key piece of this list, Admiral Sloan, which says that if another friendly ship is destroyed at range 0-3, the opponent that destroyed that ship gets 2 stretch tokens automatically, and then if any friendly ship at range 0-3 of the Sloan carrier performs an attack against any stressed ship, they can reroll 1 die. So it does 2 things. It just powers your offense and double stresses your opponent, making it impossible for them in the next turn to have an action, which means your slow but powerful aggressors have a chance to jump on that ship and completely wipe it off the board. So I think it will be a very interesting matchup. We essentially have 4 aces on the right against a powerful and tanky swarm on the left.
Yeah, it is absolutely awesome. Like, I'm excited to see this game. You know, those 7B Jedi, like, they can really punch hard. So these aggressors got to be careful. Now, this list that Gregory brought is the 2020 Galactic Championship winning list. All right, so you got to watch out for it. You know that it has some teeth. Now, here was the question that we asked really early on when Charlie did end up winning with this list. Did he, how much was his skill, which he is a skilled player, but there was a bit of, it was an unknown. Nobody was flying a list like this, and now it's become more common. People have seen it. So we'll see how Victor will end up reacting to seeing this, because you know that those aggressors are very similar to kind of how the Nantex were flying, where they take up a lot of space once they get in a scrum, and they have those side arcs, so they can shoot at you from many different angles. They don't always have to stay together in this type of block that they're in right now.
Yeah, for sure. And also the thing that happened in between is that the Sloan went up in points significantly. So you had to take out the whole upgrade on Ferof, and the list is still very strong. We have seen it in a lot of teams in the XTC are bringing this as their Imperial squad. It is very flexible, and it is, I would say, it has less of a weakness to aces that other swarms have. Because the Ferof makes it so difficult to approach it, because of the Sloan. So essentially, within any other swarm, you want to just isolate one ship and attack it with all your ships and take it out of the board. And here you cannot do that. You can only do it with Ferof, really. Because if you get double stress, you're pretty much dead the next round. So I think it's a very interesting list. You have to play it very carefully. You have to protect your Ferof very well. And I see that Gregory is doing that. He is like preparing for the hard turn here with the Siennas, and Ferof is nicely positioned to attack behind them.
Yep. And you know, there are definitely some mixed feelings, some strong emotions surrounding Admiral Sloan. Her ability is her ability is really good. It is really good. And especially because of the range. Now, oh, look at this. We are going to potentially have a shot to start. We're starting with 3 hits. All right.
Nice shot.
3 and 3.
Captain.
Oh
my God.
No. Okay. So spends the focus, starting 2 shields down for that 7B Jedi.
Yeah. That was a beautiful aggressive move from Gregory. Catching the red on the way out and almost taking half. And the thing with this matchup, we've discussed it a lot internally, is that once your Jedi start to take half, the Jedi is worth so many points that 1 Jedi is worth almost 2 Siennas. So you cannot be giving away half like it's nothing.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Well, see, here's something really interesting, right? One of the things that we've talked about a lot on our streams and casting is, turn 0. A lot of people have different ways that they approach turn 0. You have the person who sets up their ships the exact same way every single time, right?
Yeah.
Like, they might have different ways to come out of it, but they essentially set up the same thing. They try to do a kind of like a setup that works for most situations. Now, this is one where I wonder if it was probably better for Victor to maybe not set up across from those Synars, and specifically how fast Captain Faroff in the Reaper can be, because she's quick. She's real quick.
Yeah.
She with that adaptive ailerons, you can really move down the board quickly. But that is the reason why Victor took damage there, is because the Reaper was able to get in range. Maybe it was better to have that red Jedi on the other side.
Sure. It usually you do this when you are playing against a swarm, just to threaten to take their flank if they don't deny it to you. But I don't think Victor expected Gregory to jump so fast with that boost, with the medium base boost plus the 3. It's very fast. So maybe he should have been a little bit more careful there. Yeah, the Ferofi can play nicely here because you try to hide him, but also he can like close down avenues that you don't want your opponent to be in. So your flank or one of your sides, that pilot can be very nice because the 3 dice are still threatening, and with the Ruthless, he can do a lot of damage.
Okay, and it looks like Gregory here is going to stay aggressive. 3 banking, going to split the cloud. Now you're going to see that swarm start to break up a little bit. I mean, you keep threatening that red Jedi. I would guess that Victor maybe thought that, okay, just going to scoop up a target lock. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
take advantage of that.
I'm curious to see if Victor books it here. Is he going to slap the 5 straight, or did he did he think maybe there would not be an aggressor there to meet him?
Yeah, that would be a big gamble. Like a 1 heart from red. I would expect the 5 straight, but you never know. Like, I think Gregory did a nice job putting green there, shutting down that possibility, punishing it if Victor decides to take it. The thing I see is like red must book here just because the other guys are so far away still. Green is looking at the other side. So if red, stays here alone and then bumps with Ferof, he can be in a really tough spot, and the other guys are not in position to punish him. So that's what I would imagine that he would have done the 5 straight. Also, his damage. So risking him now is very easy to give up half points.
Yeah, you're 1 shield away. And here's yellow starting to have a little bit of an approach. Barrel roll back to the right. I like it. Trying to see if he can get those aggressors to come through those obstacles, and he did hit the gas. Now, something interesting there. The one hard and a barrel roll would have gotten him out of Green's arc if he had done it, but like we said, that would have been a major gamble to try to get that going.
Yeah, it would have been interesting because also we haven't seen what Ferov is going to do. So maybe you get out of Green, but then you get punished hard by Ferov.
Now, and yeah, you would have. There's Ferov right there. So 5 straight boost was the right call. Get out of town. It's time to leave.
Yeah, you are still threatening to come in from the side where the CNRs do not have the turret set up. So that's still something. Like it has some value. Like what I think with this matchup is you have to like bait the CNRs all the time, hope that they split up, and then just jump on Ferov whatever chance you get.
Yep.
Isolating him is very hard, but you need to take him out of the board if you are going to start threatening the others, because for this Jedi, double stress can mean death. Like absolutely, they only have 2 defense die and 1 force, so you cannot rely on your force like some kind of Grand Inquisitor or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, looking at our Choose Your Champion polls, here's my question to you, Cristobal. Who do you think got the advantage from our audience?
Wow, who do I think got the advantage? I would say the audience chose the CNR list because it's so feared by the community.
And you are correct there. Yes, player 1, Gregory Pizzuto, with those Synars and Sloan getting a 60% advantage according to our audience. 60% favorite with 40% going to Victor. So we'll find out and see obviously what happens here in the next 60 minutes. Stay put here. We got X-Wing action coming your way. This is Malta versus Chile in the XTC on GSP. Now, let's, where are... I want to see what Gregory is going to do, because he can kind of he can stay aggressive if he wants to, but it kind of seems like he's probably going to end up going towards the bottom of the board right now, just looking at where Ferov is. What do you think?
I would expect something that can give you one more turn to know where the Jedis are going. So maybe a 1 bank to the left on a barrel roll could be, but then you are maybe hanging Ferov out to dry, so maybe he could choose to go the other way, like 1 bank to the right. He could bounce, like maybe do a 4 across the debris field and try to catch yellow, but that I think you leave Ferov behind too far. But I don't know, like everything is possible right now. I think Victor has to account for every possibility and try to play it as safe as he can. Because as we've seen, this Jedi can take only 1 shot and give up half very easily. So that's what I see him. I think Yellow will have to do something like that too hard to the right. Maybe Lumi can do a 3 bank. And Red, I think, would be nice, something like a 1 bank, which allows you to barrel roll out. Or if the CNRs turn the other way, you can boost in.
Okay. Well, we are going to find out here soon. Victor going through his choices. And so you said, can you remind us again, for any audience members who are jumping back into the stream, what is the current record between Chile and Malta?
Sure. So right now we are 2 Chile, 1 Malta. So it's very much anyone's game, completely open. I was lucky enough to win my game on Wednesday. Salvador won his yesterday, and Juan Pablo lost his yesterday too. That was very interesting games, Separatists versus Separatists, which you can watch on our channel. And so now it's interesting because everyone is playing at about the same time. So today we are having the remaining 4 games. This is one of them. I think that there's one going on right now and another couple in the afternoon. So in a couple of hours we will know who has won this match of the countries.
Alrighty.
So we see here they seem to be set up. maybe checking the maneuvers for one last time. Yeah, I would definitely expect Gregory to do something non-committal here. He may not, but I think that's what he would like to check out where Victor's ships are going first. Victor is considering the yellow. This one is the one that could potentially be in danger if Gregory steps on the gas and goes like a 3 bank or a 4 forwards and tries to catch him. So he's having a think about that.
Give me 1 second here, Cristobal. I need to
Sure.
reset something. 1 second. Check 1 2. Can you hear me, Cristobal? I think I may have lost the audio. We will try to get our friend back here in a second. Turn it off and on again. Check, check, check. All right, so I think the stream can hear me. I think I lost Cristobal. Well, we got those. All right, he's speaking. All right, let me try to fix it again, Cristobal. 1 second. Something may have broken. Yep. All right. Let me try something. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to bounce him out and bounce him in again so we can get our friend back. Check 1 2. All right, we lost him. We lost Cristobal. Something's wrong with my audio settings. Get him back. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, is my audio working at all right now? Check, 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 check. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna turn up the tunes here for a little bit while I try to get Cristobal back.
Ay.
Check, check. All right. I think. Oh, okay. Technology, guys, of course, is always.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, we're back up and running. Let's go. We fixed it.
Amazing, great. Okay.
Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Just had this warning pop up on my computer, like something's wrong with your audio drivers. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's my nightmare.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got it. You sound crystal clear to me, which is great. So let's see what did we miss? These guys didn't engage this turn, right? And they're about to move.
Yeah, so kind of what we said, like Gregory decided to not commit and move slowly. Victor just set up his strategy of opening up the board. I think Luminara here has the best position. She can go after Ferof in a couple of turns. But these three Jedi are starting to get cornered, so I would worry if I were Victor that if I keep moving everyone to the left, upper left corner, the aggressors are eventually going to trap me there. So that's something that he has to keep in mind. We see now Gregory making much more aggressive moves. Beautiful three banks there with yellow and red that fit perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Then pink coming right behind them, and blue coming behind also, but opening up the possibility of going against Luminara. And green, I think, a very preventive move. He moved more slowly and rotated his turret to the right to cover for the possibility of red coming in. I would imagine if Victor wants to avoid getting all of his Jedi corner, he would have to do a one heart with red here.
Yep.
And maybe you can do something to move away from the range 2 to avoid the turret.
Agreed. Yeah, you gotta try to avoid getting cornered. Yeah, we talk about it all the time, right? The corner can be a really good place to pivot, but man, if you get multiple ships trapped there and you got nowhere to go, you're gonna be sad real quick.
Sure. You are sending your opponent a letter that says we are all going to be here next turn. So please move your swarm in this direction and you will kill something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation we are seeing with yellow, which is in a very difficult position for next turn. Because he had miscalculated the refill, he had to bank right. Now he's a bit trapped there. Now green, I think, is very nicely positioned because he was able to avoid the arcs. Red, I think this is a huge mistake. He's my teammate, so I can say it. Because he essentially wants to go after Ferof. Now, the problem he's in is he has two Jedi on the same spot, which makes it predictable for Gregory to know where he has to send his ships. But this is not the end of the world. Still, we don't know where Ferof is going, so maybe Red wanted to avoid another Ferof attack that would have him this time. So, yeah, I think it will be interesting next turn to see whether Gregory goes for the red and blue and green, or whether he just bets it all on yellow.
All righty. Yeah, this turn right here is gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive. So we got a little movement there with the 3 bank. Can we get some Mrs. GSP approved in the chat for bringing me a lunch? I love you, honey. Thank you.
Amazing. I had to have lunch very quickly before this game. So we see here, Victor is just thinking on the action of red. He considered a barrel roll. He's now doing it. And I am guessing he will stay there. He could also do a boost, even a curve if he wants to.
Yep.
But he's staying there and taking the focus.
I think,
now we have Fedov.
I think what he's doing there, right, is trying to set up for the one hard next turn.
Yeah, for sure. Fedov just doesn't care, goes through the debris, which makes the one hard for red look even better because Fedov is not going in that direction. Fedov now has to do the maneuver. I'm guessing something like a one straight or one back. Takes nothing from the debris. And just a 3 straight clears the stress.
Yep. I think that's just an effort to try to get close to those aggressors.
Yeah, get protected. Nicely tucked behind the formation. This is something that the Malta team taught me, which is that in TTS, you can right-click a token that you want to remove from the ship, which is something I didn't know at all, and makes it much easier to fly, for example, a Malaru Swarm, where you are constantly getting strained and then removing the strain.
Are you kidding? Really? You can right-click on the dial and it removes it?
Yep, you can right-click on any token that your ship has, and it removes the token from the ship.
Wow, I didn't know that.
This blew my mind. Yeah, I learned it this week.
I'm writing that one down. That's going in TTS Tips Part 2.
I saw it, Gregory do it right now with Fedov, so that's what I remember. And Luminara managed to get a target lock there on blue. Just a nice bonus. Now we are seeing shots, so Victor is going to shoot here probably at yellow. Maybe he can try and get half, because this Sloan doesn't do anything if you are just getting half on these guys.
That's right, yeah.
He's going for green.
All right, range 3, unobstructed. I think going for green because you have a chance to follow up shots the next turn.
Yeah, and he's also without tokens.
We'll get the roll now.
Rolling in the box.
And trail mix.
1-on-1. Yep. I am guessing he spends. I don't think he's getting anything in return.
He's holding on. He might be thinking that the green might shoot him back. Holding on to it.
Yeah.
Oh, would have gotten the damage. So that's the first shield there on green.
Right, he's taking one from green, of course. If he shot green, green can shoot him. So now Lumi, it's unobstructed, but just by a little hair. Just
barely in arc, like as the farthest possible one hit. Luminara's got a few dice.
And 1 force. So he's fine.
Yes, remember, Luminara is a CLT Jedi. Only the 3 Jedi Knights are 7B.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't fit with the 7B. It gets more expensive the higher the initiative of the pilots. So green got nothing on the return shot on the green Jedi. Then we have a pink obstructed range 3 through the gas cloud.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Gas cloud effect changes a blank to an evade. Has a focus out there. Shouldn't take any damage. And there it is. Gas cloud cleans it up.
Saving the day. Yeah. Jedis love their gas clouds because they give up one of the defense dice with the Delta V, and then you can get it back essentially with the cloud and an extra evade.
Now yellow.
Now we see
through the cloud. This is a stress cloud. Debris hit crit and rolls it naturally.
Yeah, doesn't need it. Actually, green dice have been strong. Like a lot of the games, I don't know why. Like green dice have been holding up. In my game, they saved the day for Grand Inquisitor. Like so many times he should have died, and then he survived.
Sometimes the dice just say no. Sometimes they just say no.
Yeah, those ships like the Type V ones, they are the kind of ship that some games you say they are immortal. They cannot die. They never take damage. And some other games, they one range one shot, and then you blank everything and they go out the board in 1 second.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do.
Now, who do we think is going to be Victor's target here? He's got his Jedi kind of spread out right now, and I feel like there's a threat. Gregory could turn most of the aggressors on the green and the red Jedi this upcoming turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think Victor has to wiggle away with yellow so he doesn't get trapped if Gregory tries something like the 4 forwards with yellow and red. And then he has to kind of run away with green, but also in a way that opens him some opportunities to shoot a fair off maybe the turn after. So it could be like a 3 bank to the left, for example, since all of the turrets are pointed to the right, to the left right now in the yellow, green, yellow, red, and pink. So maybe a 3 bank to the left for green could be great. And then red can do something slow, like maybe a 1 heart and then a barrel, and try to stay behind the gas cloud. Try to take maybe 1 or 2 range 3 shots. If you go here, for example, a 5 straight or something longer, you can very easily get cut off by the red and yellow Siennas, and then they can have your lunch. So
yeah, one of the things that people do have to remember as well is with those dorsal turrets on the aggressors, it does take an action to get those moved over, and they don't have any linked actions with it. So I think the other risk of trying to go to the right is the fact that you're going to be taking shots, but they're going to be unmodified. So
yeah.
So we'll see. Right now, I have seen most of the time the aggressor player really tries to avoid rotating those arcs as much as possible.
Yeah, you want to take advantage of the side they are pointing at by maybe turning the other way and using them like as a kind of a broadside protection. But you have to get your focus if you have any hopes of getting damage in, because 2 dice without mods, it's very often you get like the 1 blank, one eye, or maybe 2 eyes. It's very difficult to get 2 hits. So that's what we see. Gregory is turning aggressively to the right here.
Wow, took the 3 turns. All right.
Yeah, very well measured there. So yellow will have a slapping down the focus, and then blue is like kind of covering another area of the board. Yellow has a nice exit here. The yellow Jedi.
It does, yeah. There's
wow.
No threat.
So he's protecting Ferof very, very, very well with these 2 green and pink. It makes it very difficult for red and green to go after Ferof without bumping.
All right, he's got some choices to make here. Took the 1 hard. This is probably a fine-tuned barrel roll, I would guess. And
yeah, fine-tuned barrel.
And taking a focus. Okay. So that means no shots from those dorsals, but the green Jedi is going to have to boost here to get out of the red aggressor's arc, most likely.
Yeah, I would imagine he could be boost to the right. You are going to take 2 range 1 shots, but I think that's maybe a little bit better than taking 3 shots.
Agreed.
And you get to attack at range 1 in return. So that's what he did. Both are in peril of giving half, both red and green. So that's kind of difficult for Victor. Let's see what yellow did. So 1 heart, and he went the other way.
I like this.
Definitely go to the left. Yeah.
He is. This is an offensive turn for Victor. He is boosting in there would get you a shot. Do you want to do that? Or does that leave you exposed for next turn?
Like, I'm pretty sure yellow is shooting at red because he's one away from giving half. So maybe it doesn't worry you to make the one boost. I don't think you would have arc, but then you can barrel roll to have arc on yellow.
But you also got Faroff. Faroff's out there saying, "Come on, let's go. Come over here. It's the water is perfectly safe."
Right. Yeah. It could be dangerous. So maybe the safest route would be to take a target route.
Yeah. And I also wouldn't be surprised if we see him barrel roll to the left.
Yeah, to open his options. Yeah. He's thinking this one, on this one a lot. So for Lumi, I'm expecting something like a 2 hard or a 2 bank to the left to try to get herself behind Pharaoh.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's going with the barrel roll.
Barrel roll
I
to
don't
the
think
right.
that gives him arc, just barely.
Yeah, I know he's probably looking at it. Yeah, that's really close. Whether or not that gives arc or not. That's really close. And this will tell us about the level of aggression that Victor is willing to take right now.
I think he saw like an opportunity to, because Gregory is protecting Pharaoh so well that I think he said, okay, if I'm going to attack him, I have to break through the formation. So he just went ham. And he will take some hit, but if he can make it to the other side, he can have an open season on Pharaoh next turn, because yellow is well positioned, green is well positioned to attack Pharaoh, and Lumi is going to be very well positioned too. Actually, Lumi will get a nice calibrated shot on Pharaoh right now.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so range 3, unobstructed in bullseye for Lumi. Nice shot there.
So there's going to be 2 dice. Remember, the calibrated laser targeting adds a focus result. And since Lumi has a focus, that's a guaranteed hit. Spend the focus,
So
make it 3.
Beautiful. I love it when that happens. And Pharaoh will get 1 free evade from his ability, which is what makes him so tanky. And only take 1 shield.
One shield at a time. That's what you got to do. Little by little. Captain Faroff currently no shots, just barely did not have arc on that yellow Jedi.
Yellow also no shots. So we have red here. You could go at the damaged green one. He's choosing to go at pink with the hopes of removing the token, I'm sure, the focus.
And you could do it right there. He's going to take only 2. Doesn't want to risk spending the focus with a couple of shots coming back in him.
And takes 1.
Right, get a shield.
The pink. Okay. 1 shield. As you said, 1 at a time. It's been true so far. And I would imagine you take the shot. I know the shot at pink is very tempting, but I would imagine you take the shot at Pharaoh, right?
That is definitely where I'm leaning right now. She's got no modifiers, though. You have a focus. Does he still have the force, the green one?
Spend. No, he spent it for the boost. So you cannot spend your focus here because the Pharaoh ability, and then you are taking 2 shots, range 1.
Yeah. So then I think the answer is Faroff. That's your best chance to do meaningful damage. Oh no, he wants the Sinar. He's taking the risk. He's like, you know what? I got a 5 straight next turn. Choosing violence.
We choose violence.
2 hits, 2 evades. Let's see what we get. And taking them both.
He gets half. Gets half.
Point to the game.
That turned out pretty decently for him. He did not get him pink to spend the focus with the 2 shots, but he got half, so makes up for it.
All right, the aggressors are back up. Range 3.
Yep.
2 crits.
Through the debris. So we get 4. And
oh no!
Betrayed by the dice.
Takes a shield there.
Now we have the juicy shots. The ones on green and red. Also, yellow could choose to shoot at yellow. Yeah, so red can only shoot at the red Jedi at range 3.
Mm-hmm. Who already took 2 shields, so is 1 away from half.
Yeah. You need...
Ooh, 2 hits. There we go. It was just barely range 3, and you got to spend the focus to avoid half.
Yeah.
And there's another shot coming in.
And now you have to pray that you don't take a half on the other shot.
Here we go. And blank out.
Nothing.
You're happy about that one.
So, yeah, got lucky there for sure. That's kind of best case scenario for you.
And remember, dorsal turrets are only range 1 to 2 here. So this is going range 1 into the green Jedi. 3 hits.
Gets 3 hits, yeah. And take 2.
Taking 2 shields.
Not half, but almost. And Victor here clenching his fist, clenching his jaw, worried about what's going to happen. 3.
And that's another set of 3.
So he takes half either way.
Oh, down to 1! Down to 1 on the green Jedi.
Yeah, that was very tough position for green. I think he went too short on the maneuver. Okay, so he's uphill battle for Victor. He's taken more than half on green versus the half on pink.
So that leaves us with a score of 25-14. Malta in the lead.
Yeah, and I think while I think Victor is in a decent position to jump on Ferof now, the fact that green is on 1 health is difficult. Like if green was on 3 health, he could risk him more. But now green has to be very careful because if he dies, it's just a very big point differential.
Yep, it starts to bury you pretty quickly.
Yeah. So maybe one silver lining is the fact that Gregory's ships, at least 3 of them, are only in position to chase red, which means that you can pretty safely come in with Luminara and maybe with yellow. You have to get red out of there because between pink, red, and yellow sinners, they will pincer red, and it will be very sad.
Yeah, the Jedi definitely have to be on their toes. You know, one advantage. Let's talk about some of the advantages that Victor does have. He does have that initiative 3. He is, if I'm not mistaken, moving first, so he has that ability to try and get into places before Captain Ferof does. But we're gonna need some arc dodging. I think it's really what Victor's gonna have to focus on here. Dodge shots and take the ones that you can at Ferof. I think you're 100% right. Ferof is the target you got to take out. So then you could start taking big swings at these Synars without worrying about being double stressed.
Yeah, like even I think if you take out Ferof and you are not losing by that point, you can wait for a good engagement because the Synars are quite slow. They don't have boost. They don't have the 5 straight. So you can essentially reposition a little bit and plan your engagement when Ferof is out of the table, because Ferof is the fastest and the biggest gun, so he can always threaten you in ways that the CNR sometimes cannot. Like we saw in the first engagement when Ferof went straight and hit, I think it was green, for 2 damage. So now I think this game will be very close. It will come down to the wire. Let's see if Victor can call the right moves from the CNRs that are threatening red and green. If he loses red here, it's very tough for him.
And a reminder to our audience, the score right now in the matchup, Chile versus Malta, Chile leading 2-1. So if Gregory can win this game, he would tie it up for Team Malta going into 3 more games happening this weekend.
Yeah, they are all happening today.
I think one just started, right? I think Nick from 312 Squadron is streaming one of them.
Yeah, I think it was Resistance versus Scam, I think. So they are all happening in quick succession. We on the Chile team are very worried. Like, we got a very unexpected, maybe lucky win against Australia, and now we're trying to secure that on the second round to try to keep ourselves on the competition. You know, next week we are going against the USA, so that's not gonna be pretty. And then we go against Spain, which I've been seeing them play. Like they for me, these 2 teams are also, with Poland and England, are like the Real Madrid or something, where every single player is a star.
Yep.
They are all they are all strikers. There's
yes, exactly.
So it's very difficult when everyone plays so well. For example, Poland, I think, has played 12 games or 13 games and won all of them except 1.
Yep.
So that just shows you the caliber of the kind of players that are on those teams.
Exactly.
If we want to remain on
the running,
race.
right? Well, here we go. The aggressors are on the move, taking a 1 bank to the left, another 1 bank to the right, trying to find the spots where that red Jedi is going to be.
Yeah.
Red Jedi needs only 1 more hit to take half. Green and blue converging on the yellow one, and probably Ferof going to end up somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah, so this is a beautiful death trap for red. Like, if he went fast 5 straight, he will bump. If he went 1 hard, he will be on the turret arcs. As he still could try to wiggle out with a barrel and then a boost. Like, it's difficult to get out of that one for sure. Yellow, on the other hand, kind of is fine. He will take 2 obstructed shots. Okay, so red went long, 3 bank, nice call. Still in a lot of arcs, and he will not be able to get out. Like, I think the best call here will probably be to barrel to the left, just to get a bit of distance and then focus. Because you are not, I don't think you can get out of arcs. Maybe if you barrel towards, that could be cool. Like, you barrel towards pink and then boost out. But I'm not sure you have the space. I'm not sure you have the space to do that.
I don't think so. You need 2 full ship bases, and
okay, so he did boost, but he's not out of arc.
Oh man, using that force there to try to get out of arc gets nothing. You do possibly extend the range from yellow, maybe making it from range 2 to 3.
Yeah,
but it is. This is going to be tough for the red Jedi for sure.
I think he will die.
I'm trying to keep it kind of positive. I'm just calling it kind of positive. Cristobal comes over here. No, he's dead to me. Alrighty. Green Jedi, 3 banking, out of trouble. But I think how we said earlier is if that 4th ship is not shooting, it definitely is going to end up hurting the efficiency of the squad.
Yeah, I think this was a difficult turn for sure, but the fact that yellow had to go out and get nothing, green went too long. He could have gone against Ferof. Green just disengaged. So essentially, this turn you are going to get nothing in exchange for whatever damage Gregory gets on red.
Yeah.
Maybe my call is too pessimistic, but he will definitely get half on red. So now you would be 2 halves behind, which is kind of difficult. Ferof turning, nice 1 turn. So you see, if yellow had 1 turn the other way, you could get a nice shot at Ferof, although you would get shot back, but yellow has a little bit more life than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And Lumi, nice call with Lumi. Lumi can do a lot of things. She can shoot a green, she can bull straight and shoot a Ferof.
Where are you going to go? Yeah, the bullseye seems to be slightly off of Ferof's tail there, so we might not end up getting the shot there. It is close, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing the same thing I am right now, like all the way down, looking down the line, trying to see. Oh, that is really close. Oh, my gosh.
These are the tough calls you have to make.
I think it's
so
out.
He is barrel boost, I think, to try and get the bullseye. No, only barrel. Okay.
He's playing for next turn. That barrel roll will set up the bullseye on Ferof possibly in a future turn because you're going a little bit wider.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's thinking of here trying to remove blue's focus to make it a little bit easier on yellow.
And 3 hits.
Very nice.
You're gonna get something, at least one. Yes, he spends the focus.
Yeah,
First shield there on the blue aggressor.
So now range 3 at blue with the green Jedi, sorry.
And that can be another set of 3 if you want.
Yeah, for sure. You're taking nothing here. So 3.
Natties! Ooh. Got it.
Got it.
Michael King in the chat says, I still haven't gotten over that Thai aggressors are good.
Yeah, I think it's like a nightmare. We all think we're going to wake up and we never do.
1 hit. But I mean, really what it comes down to, it's Sloan that's the enabler of it. That's the reality. Oh, look at that. Daniel said it right after I said it. Here we go. 1 hit.
Yeah, but they're very efficient. Like, they have competitors like the Thai Baron, the Baron of the Empire, and yet these are still worth taking because of the turret.
Yep. Alrighty, and here's the range 2 shot. Excuse me, range 3, 2 hits. Oh, that matters. That matters. Okay. 1 at a time.
Trying to defy my prediction.
Next shot, range 2. Another 2 hits after spending the focus.
Let's see if he has it in his wrist.
Oh, do you believe? Oh. He's just got to dodge 1 more shot.
Okay. So now he's waiting for the blankout on pink.
That's right.
He has the focus.
3 hits. Oh, guaranteed half. Guaranteed.
Yeah, he's probably not dead.
Ooh,
oh my God! No.
He's down to 1.
Okay. Still beat the destiny. I gave him death and he defied me.
That's right.
So that's fine.
When death calls, I say no.
So actually, that's not the worst in the world for Victor. Taking only half there and not the entire ship. He's still in the game, even though things are getting more and more and more difficult for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the last turn, but now definitely you have to forget about arc dodging and playing the ace game, and you have to go hard on Ferox, because right now you are so behind that you are not going to win playing this game. You have to just trust the dice gods and try to get points on the table.
Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and put 2 wins. I remember that I can get this on the screen. People keep asking about the series. Let's just put it up there. There we go.
Someone is asking in the chat if I am Pedro.
No, this is Cristobal.
I'm guessing we have the same accent when we speak English. But no, Pedro is a good friend of mine, but I like to think I am different from him. He has not taken control of me yet.
Chat, you're going to give our guy a complex. He's different. He's his own person. He's his own person.
I only copy his lists and his strategies, but not his personality.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, man. This matchup, man. This has been definitely tough for Victor. He's behind 50 to 14. 50 to 14. This is an uphill battle. If you look too hard at the red and green Jedi, they're gonna fall over.
Yeah, they are hanging by a thread. So now I think still you have like a pretty nice vector to chase Ferox, who's stressed, so he cannot go that far. With Lumi and green, too hard with green, boost, focus. Lumi can do a 3-bank and just try to get half on Ferox right now. And yellow can 1 turn to the right, boost, focus. I know you're going to get shot, but I don't think you have many options now.
It's time to get aggressive. This is the time. Now, this is our last game for the day. Just want to remind you guys to make sure that you keep your eyes on the other XTC matches. As you can see right now, Malta 1, Chile 2, and it's starting to swing a little bit towards Malta. We might see Gregory tie it up for Team Malta.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way right now. So this puts a lot more pressure on the other guys that are playing later today to perform for the team. All of the games have been very, very close. Not only in this series, in every game we have played have been close and difficult, and sometimes often going to the last round where you cannot call it either way. So it's a tournament with a very high level of play. Also with the opportunity to study your matchups, which allows you a lot to play as a team, which is nice. Like I've become sort of, I'm not the greatest player, but I do like to play every faction. So in my team, I become sort of as a coach. Everyone messaged me to practice their matchups, and so you start to create the bonds between the people and try to figure out this difficult matchup. How can you win? And I think sometimes it's nice when you have a strategy that works, which is not the case this time, but it's cool that.
"13 minutes and change left on the clock. With our current pace, we probably get about 2 more turns to see if Victor can turn it around. He's got to lose 0 Jedi. Like, these Jedi have to live, and you gotta take out some aggressors in order to probably lock this up.
Yeah, so if you kill 2 aggressors, are you up? Yes. If you take
2 altogether, yeah.
2 altogether. So maybe what you could do here, a different approach, is to try to get to the aggressors that are isolated from the pack, example green, and just try to kill them and just take the stress and not die. And if you can do that, maybe you can win. That's a different win condition that you could also try for.
Especially if you can get those kills on the last turn. If you can get those kills on the last turn, the stress doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a nice possibility. So maybe here, for example,
if there are no aggressors pointing at you with Sloan in range, let me put that in context.
Yeah, because if not, you're giving rerolls. Yeah. So green is in a very tough spot, ridiculously tough, because he's in 2 turret arcs. And he's at 1, so he could die this turn. So I think he's betting to kill green, try at least. Lumi will just bump. He bumped her. So for green, how much? No, green only has 1, so you will have to get everything here.
All of it.
To kill green.
All of them. Here we go.
Yep.
I'm gonna go range
green with her 2 puny dice.
Pew pew. Hey, those things can bite.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
one
takes
through?
1.
That's enough. Like if you get 3 with the other one.
That's right. You should have a range 1 shot likely from the green Jedi Knight. Yellow. And that yellow Jedi has not put out enough offense this game.
No. Yeah. Has done barely anything. Yeah, so you go range 1 here at green and just try to take him off the board. You will get stressed, but you are at 1. You just do what you can.
Swing, bada, swing, and got hit crit.
You definitely spend here, Vic. Like, you are going to die anyways. Choosing to keep it. Okay, gets hit crit. Could have taken him off the board.
Double. No. Structural damage.
Structural. No, I think you had to spend there. Just you could take him. And make this 1 less shot is better protection. 1 less shot is better protection than 1 focus for two shots. I think.
That's all right. I think Victor is going to remember that one.
Yeah.
Looks like the Sinar yellow. It does not have range. Pink does not have range on anybody. Here is blue. Blue has that dorsal turret shot. You only need 1 hit to go through, and green Jedi will be off the table.
Yeah, he did keep the focus. So, and you have Luminara, the Luminara ability. So here it doesn't do anything, but in the next shot you can protect yourself. So you
spell it.
Okay, and this shot, the green shot, you can take away 1 of the hits with Luminara because he doesn't have mods.
Yep, you got to use it.
And now it's range 3 at green with the other aggressor, the red one. And he gets only 1.
Mm-hmm. This is through a cloud. So he'll have
needs only 1.
Oh.
Gets it.
Oh, man. All right.
Okay, and now you get 3 dice back, but you can take 1 away. If he doesn't remember, I will personally...
He forgot the Luminara trigger. Yep.
Oh my god, no! No, and he dies. He would have died anyway.
Would have died anyway.
Yeah. My god. Yeah, that was the only time I've seen the whole game where I think the Luminar ability was active, like worth it. Okay,
Well,
so now my man Victor has gone down to 74.
74 to 28 is the score. This is with 7 minutes left on the clock. This is going to be a little bit of an uphill for sure. Uphill battle. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a struggle. This is what makes the aggressor list, I think, so nice. Like, if you start behind, you have the resilience to claw back the points.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start, with the advantage, it's a snowball because these guys take so long to kill, and they punish you so hard when you play to your win condition, which is it's progressively harder and harder and harder to climb back.
Exactly. Well, let's see. Let's try to build a win condition for Victor, because Gregory right now, I mean, he's just got to keep the pressure on. You target the red Jedi. You just keep putting the pressure down there, and I mean, that's what you do. With the score currently, he would need 47 points to lead. 47 points. So still 2 full Sinar Jameses, Sinar Specialists would do it, or all of Faroff. But that seems, I mean, can you even get 3 shots on her? No, you can only get 2.
All of Faroff is impossible right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the shot at Faroff, he didn't take it, and now it's gone. When he had the 3 here, the yellow at the corner, he could have just turned everything on Faroff, but now it's impossible. I think you have to just take target locks on those Sinars and try to get 2 off the board this and the next turn, and that's the only win condition you have, I think.
I am in agreement. You gotta swing big.
And for Gregory, it's just protecting his most vulnerable ships. So green can do something weird, like a too hard to the right, or something like that, to try and get just jam the ships and just bump them and not get shot. Blue can easily turn to the right here and get his turret relevant. And red can maybe 3-ban going after red, or one forward rotate the turret to go after blue, after Lumi.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough situation. Now, one thing I want to remind our audience is that after we're done with today, this is going to be our last game of the day, but we're not going to sign off right away. Going to do a couple of giveaways before we go, so make sure to stick around. We're going to be giving away a couple of GSP prize packs and a t-shirt. So just as a thank you for everybody hanging out today. It's been great. And hopefully you guys have had a wonderful time watching X-Wing. There's still plenty of X-Wing to watch. Even though I got some work I got to do on the side, I'm gonna have my Twitch and YouTube open all day, watching all the different games that are happening all around the world. Here we go. 3 bank down to the bottom of the board. Takes a focus.
Chasing red, like you said. The yellow could barrel, just to avoid the next turn. All
Looks like Cristobal is having audio issues now, not me.
Do you hear like a noise or something?
There was a click there for a second. It was like a pop, 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 like a clicking.
I don't know what that was.
Oh, you're here. You're here now, and that's what matters.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So red. 2 hearts. Oh yeah. That's what we said. You know, that you put him green in a difficult position and yellow bumps, and then you don't get shot. So Ferof just stays where. Here, sorry, just the Spanish came out there.
That's okay.
Here Lumi can go after Ferof a little bit, but it's not enough to have
You gotta hurry up. You gotta go faster. You gotta see if you can get another round or two. Get the shots off and go.
Yep, you have to just focus here. Then, no, he chooses to go with the chopper. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Maybe he thinks he has more time to like go jamming Ferov.
Mm-hmm.
But also like he doesn't need tokens with the ability.
2 hits.
So you get 2. 1 evade, so only one shield.
And no
Now
shots there.
No shot for yellow. I think no shot for red. Yep.
Oh, that, man. We're going to have about 2 minutes left on the clock for this final round. Cristobal, it's okay. You take Luminara, you throw range 1, 3 crits, double, win the game. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's what you got to start doing now. You got to start leaning into hope.
That's what the rebellion calls hope. And I call false promises.
2 hits from this red Sinar could put the nail in the coffin right here. You're going to have 4 dice, 2 plus range plus obstacle.
Yep.
And the answer is dead.
1 goes through, and he dies. Yep.
If we can get some Fs in the chat to pay respects to the red Jedi Knight.
Adding insult to injury here for poor Victor. I think honestly, like the game started kind of okay for him. Like he had a strategy, both had, and I think he lost his sight of his win condition at the middle of the game. When you're already behind, the only chance you have is to put yourself in a position where the points can swing in your favor enough to win the game. And even though it may not be that likely, if you don't put yourself in that position, you will not. It will be very difficult to claw back up.
Yep, there is definitely a point in the game where you start by being defensive, and all of a sudden the defensiveness is working against you, right? I mean that's essentially it right there. It's like you're playing scared, but you can't do that for the entire game, especially if you're either close to or have given up some type of points, because then you're playing into the favor of the enemy most of the time there.
Yeah, I like to play a lot of the Imperial Aces, and with those, like, you run away, and there's some point that you have to say, okay, if I take 3 range 1 shots at this ship, I can take it out, and that's better than taking, I don't know, 3 or 4 shots at range 3 and giving up my MOV. So that's kind of there's a point in the game where you have to shift and start to attack.
And here are the aggressors moving into position. You can kind of feel the energy from Gregory. He's feeling good. He's going to move Malta to 2-2 in the series.
He's trying to just protect his lead, play safe. Look, he has like a beautiful circle at the center of the board where anywhere the Victor ships get there, you will get shot. Look, he has like a beautiful circle at the center of the board where anywhere.
Love it. Love it. It's like it's almost like a flower.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's 4 cardinal points. He won, and he said, okay, now I'm making a painting with my ships, just to make it more fun for you guys.
Alrighty, where are we going?
So Lumi is probably boosting to go after Ferov here. If you could fit that barrel, that maybe you could get bullseye, but I don't know if you can. I don't think so.
Takes a focus.
Just taking a focus, yeah. It is theoretical. No, it's impossible to get half here on Ferov because he has an evade.
Yep.
So you only have 2.
One crit.
Yep.
Now Libo24 asked, did Faroff do anything this game? Yes, it protected 60 points and was a big distraction the entire game, as well as a deterrent for shooting the aggressors because of Sloan. It did its job.
Also,
that's its job in
two
this squad.
shields of red.
Yeah, there you go. And it started the game a downward slide for Victor for sure. All right, look, yellow coming out, big swing, and the yellow aggressor responds with with 2 evades.
And takes only the shield. Yeah, I think Ferov did his job. He's he protects the herd. He gives his cover. He shuts down flanks. And all of that he did, and he took very little damage, which means he played it very well because...
2 hits.
So 2 hits from the aggressor.
And the roll.
Only gets 1. Takes 1 shield. Doesn't want to spend.
Still has a couple shots coming in. 2 hits. And the evade dice say, take another, maybe 2. You've given up half.
Yeah, you definitely gave. Like, my philosophy, if you have the token and you have the symbol on the die, you spend it. Because you never know if you will get it again. So he takes 1, spends it, takes a range 1.
And 1 hit, 2 focuses, spend for 3. Can you take the yellow off the table? Gone!
He's gone.
Wow. That was a way to finish.
Yeah, this turned into a massacre.
Yeah, right at the end, 147-28. Well, let's go ahead. Give him some GGs in the chat. Double Gold Squadron helmets. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.